Hey yo, it's Brian here. Today, talking about the San Francisco 49ers. In this one, predicting the game between the 49ers and Tampa Bay Buccaneers happening this Sunday in San Francisco. I'm excited for this matchup. I hope you guys are as well. I'm sorry this video is going to be a little bit rushed, a little choppy. I kind of have to pack for tomorrow to go to Houston, Texas to go see my brother and family, trying to prepare as much as possible. Wanted to get this video out anyways because always fun time to predict every game, every single week, whether they win or lose, preferably winning. But in this case, 49ers versus Tampa. 49ers are coming off a really dominant and very convincing win over the Jacksonville Jaguars. And we're playing Tampa, who's been on and off for the most part for the whole year. I believe they're 4-5, but I think they could have a much better record, honestly. And as much as I give a lot of hate to Baker Mayfield for the past whole time he's been in the NFL, I mean, I'm going to give him some credit. He's been playing not too bad at football, I would say, for the first time in his career all year long. I'll give him some credit and, much respect to him. So, yeah, there you have it right there. But anyways, this should be an exciting matchup. Don't want to underestimate any team at all. Definitely not at all. I mean, we've done that with the Cleveland Browns this year, and we lost that game and stuff like that. The 49ers, I think they're finding their groove finally. I know it's only one game after the bye week, but being energized and being able to dominate against Jacksonville and even get some rest after that, I mean, to be able to stop playing around 11 minutes left in the fourth quarter, I think that's really good right there for the long term for the 49ers, and get the other younger players to play a little bit and get some playing time, valuable time, even though it's not against the starters for the other team, right? Tampa, the biggest concern for me, I would say, on offense is definitely Mike Evans. He's just absolutely going off this year. I mean, there's talk about trade rumors and stuff like that, but hey, none of it matters because he's playing probably one of his best football years in a while. I mean, he's had very consistent 1,000-yard years, but this year in particular, just I don't know what happened to him. He's just a beast mode. Much respect to him. He's doing a really good job. You also got Chris Godwin. They do fantastic things as a duo. Defensively, they're very underrated, led by Todd Bowles. I kind of am a fan of Todd Bowles. I think he could do a great job, but last year he was navigating the whole Tom Brady thing. He got Bruce Arians stepping down, making a change and stuff like that. You know, it is what it is, but I think Bowles is doing a decent job with Tampa. I got a credit for him for making the team competitive, because after the Brady era last year ending and Baker becoming the starter for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I thought they were just going to tank and just call it a year. But they've been fighting. They've been clawing their way pretty much the whole year. And I got to give much respect to that, because I thought they were going to just be one of the worst teams in the NFL. And they're in the middle of the pack. They're in the playoff race, definitely. But they have to just be a little bit more consistent. And Baker got to stop turning the ball over a little bit at the wrong time. That's all I got to pretty much say. But for the 49ers, whatever you did against Jacksonville, just repeat the same formula. Get to Baker Mayfield. They did an awesome job getting to Trevor Lawrence in this one. This is probably the best game I saw from the defense in terms of being able to get pressure on the quarterback, being able to get turnovers. Like, this is the typical 49er football that I saw last week against that Florida team, which you had to do against this Florida team down south in Tampa. Offensively, led by Christian McCaffrey and the returning Deebo Samuel. I mean, if Deebo isn't doing anything on the stat sheet, he still is a big concern for defenses. You still have to respect him, and I think that's the biggest thing that I took away from the game against Jacksonville, was being able to have him and be able to respect every part of the field. Love that every day of the week. Trent Williams, big return. Awesome guy. Seeing those run blocks and seeing one of the guys, I want no part of that. And yeah, if I'm a linebacker, defensive back, and I saw Trent Williams trying to block for Christian McCaffrey or Jordan Mason or something like that, yeah, I want no part of that either, because he's just a dominant freak of nature and best lap tackle, in my opinion, in football. I mean, come on. It's nice to have number 71 back all the time. Although it's annoying once in a while. I know he's a little bit rusty, but to hear the penalties of holding offense number 71. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited for this matchup. It's nice to hopefully get on the winning streak, get on the winning side of football after losing 3 straight games. Tough test from this point forward. I kept saying that every single week ever since the Cleveland game. It gets tougher and tougher and tougher. And Tampa, as much as the record says they're not good, I believe they're underrated. They can give a lot of problems to teams, and I can see that happening with the 49ers. Although, do I believe the 49ers are a better team on paper? Yes, I do, based on how they played against Jacksonville on Sunday. So if I had to give a final prediction, I'm going to be giving it to the San Francisco 49ers. I do love this team and where they're heading right now. Steve Wilkes is on the sidelines. Does that make the biggest difference? I'd say somewhat. I mean, Kyle Shanahan said that we're overrating that. I don't think so. I mean, is it a coincidence that the 49ers defense is playing much better with him on the field to be able to have a direct line of communication instead of having to try to throw the play calling to somebody else, to Johnny Holland, to Fred Warner. That's really annoying. I must be wasting a little bit of time right there. I mean, football is precious time, and to be able to communicate with every single player as much as you can, particularly probably the defensive backs, because that's a specialty, that is a big difference maker right there. So 49ers going to give them the edge for this one. I can't wait to see what happens, but it should be a good one, definitely. Hopefully it's a better game than the 34-3 shellacking that we gave to Jacksonville. So, yep, that's pretty much it, you guys. Very quick prediction right here. I know this is not the traditional tail of the tape and stuff like that, but, got to prepare for the next day to go on a road trip to Houston, Texas, and see D'Amico Ryans, right? Yeah. By the way, they're doing a really good job in Houston. Much props to him. That's it, guys. Please let me know what you guys think about this game against the 49ers and Buccaneers. Please let me know in the comments below. If you guys like this per usual, like and subscribe. I hope to catch you guys up this week more when I talk more about the 49ers, even on a road trip to Texas. Bye, guys. Love y'all. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, rest of your night. Go Niners all day.